Yeah, Lauren was my neighbor. We're just trying to find out where she is at this point. I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I mean, the last time anyone heard from her was an email that she sent out, and no one's heard from her since.
In the annals of criminal history, there are rarely moments where we get to watch a killer's world collapse in real time. Usually, the realization of defeat happens in a private interrogation room or a holding cell. But on June 30th, 2011, it happened on the evening news.
To the female, she's sitting in the dining area. Female Hawaiian or simple 140, 5'5", medium build, wearing jeans.
To understand the horror of that moment, we have to rewind. We need to go back to Barristers Hall, a quiet apartment complex right across the street from Mercer University's law school. In 2011, this was a community of future lawyers, bright, ambitious, and tight-knit. Among them was 27-year-old Lauren Giddings. Lauren was the golden child, athletic, charismatic, and kind. She had just graduated and was preparing for the bar exam. She was moving on to a bright future. Living right next door to her, in apartment 4, was Stephen McDaniel. Stephen was different. While Lauren was the center of gravity in social circles, Stephen existed on the fringe, socially awkward, often described as creepy by other students. He was a loner who spent more time on the dark corners of the internet than interacting with the real world. But awkward is harmless. Obsessive is not. In the months leading up to June, the cracks in normalcy began to show. Lauren had emailed friends about feeling uneasy. She suspected someone had tried to enter her apartment. Items in the complex went missing. And Stephen? He was always there, always watching. He knew her schedule better than she did. He wasn't just a neighbor. He was a specter haunting the periphery of her life. The investigation would later reveal that Stefan's interest in Lauren wasn't romantic in a normal sense. It was possessive. He had blogged about violence against women. He had researched how to get away with murder. But the most terrifying detail was physical, not digital. Stefan had acquired a master key to the entire apartment complex. While his neighbors slept, studying for exams, or dreaming of their careers, Stefan had the power to walk into any of their homes. And he did. He had filmed inside Lauren's apartment while she wasn't there. He had turned her sanctuary into his hunting ground long before he ever raised a hand against her. Saturday, June 25th seemed like any other day. Lauren ran errands, studied, and spoke to friends. The last confirmed contact was late that evening. As the lights went out in Barristers Hall, Stephen McDaniel made his move. According to evidence and later confessions, Stefan used his master key in the early hours of Sunday morning. He entered Lauren's apartment, masked and armed. Lauren woke up. She fought. This is important to remember. She fought for her life. But Stephen was prepared. He strangled her, and in the silence that followed, his work was only just beginning. What happened over the next few days is a testament to Stephen's cold, detached calculation. He didn't flee. He didn't panic. He dismembered her body in the bathtub. He spent hours cleaning. He wrapped her remains in plastic and disposed of them in the complex's dumpsters, assuming the trash collection on Monday would erase his crime forever. But fate intervened. The trash pickup was delayed. By June 30th, friends were frantic, police arrived, a search began, and Stephen McDaniel decided to play the role of the helpful witness. He stood before the cameras, unshaven, wearing a hat, rambling about how Lauren didn't have any enemies.
Yeah, Lauren was my neighbor. We're just trying to find out where she is at this point. I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I mean, the last time anyone heard from her was an email that she sent out, and no one's heard from her since.
Did you see her hang out with anyone at the time, anything like that?
I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I haven't seen anything. I mean, You always hear noise outside, but it's just people walking by pretty much.
And she just recently graduated from Mercer?
Yeah, she and we were both JD students. We graduated back in May.
What kind of person was she? I mean, what did you see?
I mean, she's as nice as can be. I mean, very personable, very much a people person.
Do you know any enemies she might have had, somebody that might want to hurt her?
No, we don't know where she is. I mean, the only thing we can think is that maybe she went out running and someone snatched her.
While he was talking, investigators made a gruesome discovery in a trash can just yards away. A human wrapped in plastic. The reporter gets the signal. Let's watch the moment again.
What about in the parking lot area? I know they've been doing a lot of, I think that's where they had recovered the body or whatever they recovered from there.
Body?
Body? He asks. His voice cracks. The facade doesn't just crack, it shatters. This is the story of how a man who studied the law to manipulate it ended up caught by his own arrogant Sanda News camera.
Had you seen anything there? Had you seen anything there? I mean, we don't know if this is the same person. You know what I mean? Like, they took out a body there earlier. We don't know if it's the same person or not. So that's how we're trying to ask people if they know who lived there. Are you okay, sir?
I think I need to sit down.
Okay.
Watch his physical reaction. He hyperventilates. He touches his face, a self-soothing gesture. He tries to squeeze out tears, but his eyes remain dry. I need to sit down, he says. He collapses not from grief, but from the sudden, crushing weight of the realization that the trash truck never came. The evidence was still there. Police brought him in, and this is where Stephen McDaniel became infamous in law enforcement circles. He entered what detectives call zombie mode. For hours, he sat in a chair, body rigid, staring blankly at the wall or the floor. He barely moved, he barely blinked. It was a battle of wills. He assumed that if he gave them nothing, no emotion, no movement, no words, they would have nothing. But he was wrong. While he sat there playing the statue, forensics teams were tearing his apartment apart. They found the packaging for the exact type of hacksaw used on the body. They found the master key. And disturbingly, they found a collection of Lauren's personal items he had stolen as trophies. The zombie act wasn't strength. It was the paralysis of a man who knew the walls were closing in. In 2014, facing the death penalty and an overwhelming mountain of evidence, Stephen McDaniel broke his silence. He accepted a plea deal. In a written confession that was read aloud to the court, he detailed exactly how he killed Lauren. It was clinical, devoid of remorse. He admitted to stalking her. He admitted to the master key. He was sentenced to life in prison and will not be eligible for parole until 2041.
I think it was the right outcome. It's good that Stephen accepted responsibility for what he did. The sentence was appropriate for what he did.
He will be a middle-aged man before he even sees a parole board. But the question remains, was Lauren his first target? His internet history suggested an obsession with torture and bondage that went back years. Was he a killer in the making, just waiting for the neighbor next door? Lauren Giddings was a brilliant young woman whose life was stolen by the jealousy and obsession of a man who lived 10 feet away. The Stephen McDaniel case serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes the monsters aren't hiding under the bed. Sometimes they are helping you look for the keys you lost or giving interviews on the evening news. What do you think was the biggest mistake Stephen made? Was it the interview or keeping the master key? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're new here, subscribe for more in-depth case files every week. Stay safe